Hello, friends. I'm your Vitamita Vegemin girl.
This is going to be the new look for the 90s. You're going to be the first pirate.
But I don't want to be a pirate.
Hey, Jamie, what would you rather be? A lion or a panda?
Coach, I'm me. Why would I want to be anything else?
I'm not sure you realize how psychologically healthy that actually is.
Welcome back to All Things Pop, where we dive into pop culture of yesteryear and today. Today, we're going to take you on a trip through time, exploring the fascinating history of one of the most beloved genres of television, the sitcom.
I challenge you to a duel. Do you have any seconds? I got some seconds.
Whether it's the classic laugh track and zany characters of the 50s,
I'm waiting for you, pal.
or the witty banter of modern-day ensemble casts,
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Hurt their feelings? Do you just walk around all day thinking about other people's feelings?
Yeah, don't you?
No. How do you get anything done?
sitcoms have evolved over the years, becoming a mainstay in homes around the world. But how did they come to be, and why do we still love them today? Grab your popcorn, sit back, and let's dive into the history of the television sitcom. So what is a sitcom? A sitcom, short for situational comedy, is a genre of comedy produced for radio and television that centers on a recurring cast of characters as they navigate humorous situations within a consistent setting, such as a home, workplace, or community. Unlike sketch comedy, which features different characters and settings in each skit, sitcoms typically maintain plot continuity across episodes. This continuity allows for the development of storylines and characters over time, fostering audience engagement and investment in the characters' lives and relationships. The sitcom as we know it today began to take shape in the late 1940s and early 1950s. While radio shows had been using comedic formats for decades, television brought a whole new level of entertainment.
All right, girls, now this is your last chance. If one piece of candy gets past you and into the packing room unwrapped, you're fired.
Yes, ma'am.
The first true television sitcom is often credited to be I Love Lucy, which premiered in 1951. Starring Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, this groundbreaking show set the stage for everything that would follow. Lucy, a zany housewife, and her charmingly straight-laced husband, Ricky, had viewers laughing with their absurd antics, slapstick humor, and unforgettable scenes.
Here she comes.
Fine, you're doing splendidly. Speed it up a little!
What made I Love Lucy revolutionary wasn't just its humor, it was the production. It was one of the first shows to be filmed in front of a live studio audience and use a multi-camera setup. This allowed for a more dynamic, immediate feel to the show and paved the way for the format of the traditional sitcom we all know today.
So why don't you join the thousands of happy, peppy people and get a great big bottle of Midgemin. Remember that name.
By the late 1950s and early 1960s, the family sitcom had emerged as a dominant genre. Shows like Leave It to Beaver and The Andy Griffith Show presented idealized, wholesome depictions of family life, often centered around father figures like Sheriff Andy Taylor.
Didn't you ever give anybody anything just for the pleasure of it? Something you didn't want anything in return for?
Sure, just yesterday I gave my friend Jimmy something.
Now that's fine. What'd you get him?
A sock in the head.
These shows were comforting, portraying a simpler, more innocent time, and they resonated with post-war audiences. Meanwhile, The Dick Van Dyke Show gave a more refined, witty look at domestic life, balancing the sitcom formula with smart humor and incredible physical comedy.
A package for Mr. Alan Brady.
Yeah.
And she says, oh, a package for my husband. Gee whiz, I'll just put it right here. I'm gonna open it.
Good.
No, I can't open it. I'll just put it down here and leave it till he gets home. I'm gonna open it. No, I can't. And she puts it down and tries to leave it alone. She goes about her business, dusting the furniture. And it keeps drawing her back like a magnet. Oh.
It's often considered a pioneering show in the genre, showcasing a married couple and their work life. Dick Van Dyke's perfect timing and the chemistry between him and Mary Tyler Moore made it one of the best sitcoms of its time. As we move into the 1970s, sitcoms began to evolve, and they got a whole lot more diverse, and at times, much more edgy. The biggest game changer? All in the Family, which premiered in 1971. Starring Carol O'Connor as the bigoted, lovable Archie Bunker, this show introduced social commentary, pushing the boundaries of what could be discussed on television. It addressed topics like race, politics, and social issues, all while delivering humor that was both shocking and deeply human.
Wait, now I suppose you're going to tell me that the black man has had the same opportunity in this country as you?
More. He's had more. I didn't have no million people out there marching and protesting to get me my job.
No, his uncle got it for him.
Then there was MASH, a show that blended comedy with drama, offering a more nuanced, emotional view of the Korean War, and proving that sitcoms didn't have to be just about laughs. They could tackle real-world issues with heart.
Oh, no. The reason they're shooting is that they're angry. If I shoot back, they'll just get angrier.
Pierce, you got a good sense of humor, but a lousy sense of timing. Fire that weapon.
Fire it? I don't even like looking at it.
I said fire that weapon.
All right. You're fired.
The 70s also brought us The Mary Tyler Moore Show, which broke new ground for women in television. Set in a newsroom, it followed the life of Mary Richards, played by Mary Tyler Moore, a single woman working in a man's world.
The management of WJM feels that television can play a critical role in the control of population growth.
For sure it
Television
can.
has
As long as they're watching the old tube, they can't make the population grow.
Television has a responsibility.
Get it, Mayor?
Will you shut up, Ted?
The 1980s brought a shift in sitcoms, focusing more on family-oriented shows, but with a greater sense of polish and star power. Shows like The Cosby Show, which depicted an upper-middle-class African-American family, became cultural touchstones. The show explored themes of family, education, and social issues with warmth and humor.
Maybe you can just accept who I am and love me anyway, because I'm your son.
Theo, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Meanwhile, Family Ties, starring Michael J. Fox, presented a humorous take on generational differences between liberal parents and their conservative son, Alex P. Keaton.
Okay, then why did you drive 100 miles and humiliate me in front of half the state of West Virginia? You had a few hours to kill?
This 1980s classic combined family drama with sharp political humor. And who could forget Cheers, a sitcom set in a Boston bar with a lovable group of misfits. Long before Ross and Rachel, there was Sam and Diane, cementing the original will they, won't they trope in television.
Hey, you feeling lucky tonight?
What you got in mind?
Game of chance? Simple cut of the cards?
Cheers brought us wit, camaraderie, and unforgettable catchphrases, solidifying the ensemble cast format that would dominate for years to come. Now let's talk about the 90s, the golden age of sitcoms. This was the decade where ensemble casts dominated TV screens, and sitcoms became a cultural phenomenon. The 90s started out by giving us a slew of family sitcoms like Family Matters, Home Improvement, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Boy Meets World. These shows captured the hearts of 90s kids and adults alike. Then there was the show about nothing, Seinfeld.
I don't understand. I made a reservation. Do you have my reservation?
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, we ran out of cars.
But the reservation keeps the car here. That's why you have the reservation.
I know why we have reservations.
I don't think you do.
Considered by many to be the funniest sitcom of all time, followed the everyday lives of comedian Jerry Seinfeld and his eccentric friends. This show proved that the most mundane moments could be turned into comedic gold. In part due to its emphasis on observational humor and its memorable catchphrases,
Nothing for you! You double-dipped the chip!
Giddy up. Get out!
Seinfeld became the blueprint for many sitcoms to follow.
Jerry, I'm thrilled you like my mutton. I was afraid you only ate salad.
Hey.
Salad's got nothing on this mutton.
Just 5 years after Seinfeld premiered, another sitcom phenomenon was born. Friends, set in New York City, followed 6 friends: Rachel, Ross, Monica, Chandler, Joey, and Phoebe, as they navigated love, friendship, and life's ups and downs.
Okay, buddy boy, here it is. You hide my clothes, I'm wearing everything you own.
Oh my God! That is so not the opposite of taking somebody's underwear.
Its ensemble cast, sharp dialogue, and memorable catchphrases made it one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time.
What was Monica's nickname when she was a field hockey goalie? Big fat goalie. Correct. Rachel claims this is her favorite movie. Dangerous Liaisons. Correct. Her actual favorite movie is...
Weekend at Bernie's.
Correct.
The show's impact on pop culture is undeniable. Even years after its finale, Friends continues to be a staple of pop culture, and its references and iconic moments remain deeply woven into modern comedic sensibilities.
Pivot! Could I be more sorry?
How you doing? Sitcoms continued to evolve into the 2000s. In 2001, fans were given a quirky new single-cam comedy that traded in the all-too-familiar laugh track for surreal dream sequences, rapid-fire cutaways, and innovative visual storytelling techniques. This show, of course, was the one and only Scrubs.
You guys realize you're doctors, right?
Double secret decoder ring wearing doctors. Activate!
Scrubs stands out as a unique evolution of the sitcom format, blending absurd humor with heartfelt moments and medical drama. This blend of comedy, emotion, and creative visual style made it a trailblazer for the more experimental sitcoms that followed. The 2000s also ushered in a new, innovative format, the mockumentary. Shows like The Office, Parks and Recreation, and Modern Family brought a fresh, self-aware approach to the genre.
Today, I got up, I stepped onto the grill, and I clamped down on my foot. That's it. I don't see what's so hard to believe about that.
With their awkward, observational humor and unique character-driven stories, these shows reinvented the sitcom format once again. With shows like Abbott Elementary and Denis Medical, the mockumentary format continues to be popular today. The later 2000s and 2010s had no shortage of hilarious, iconic sitcoms as well.
I can't just go say hi. I need a plan. I'm gonna wait until she goes to the bathroom and I'll strategically place myself by the jukebox. So
Hi, have you met Ted?
Titus, can you do me a favor tomorrow?
On Martin Luther King's birthday?
I'm not falling for that a 4th time, Titus.
Lemon, I'm impressed. You're beginning to think like a businessman.
A businesswoman.
I don't think that's a word.
Coffee, extra black, extra no sugar, and real warm. It gets cold on them ducks.
I want a gray tea for me, Twink Tucker.
Nah, you ruined it.
So, what's next for the sitcom? The genre continues to evolve, with shows like Ted Lasso, Only Murders in the Building, and Man on the Inside. These shows and others continue pushing the boundaries of storytelling and humor. As we look ahead, one thing's for certain: the sitcom will continue to adapt, whether it's embracing new formats or tackling more diverse themes. After all, sitcoms have always been about us, the people watching them, and reflecting our lives, its struggles and triumphs with humor and heart. From the slapstick humor of I Love Lucy to the heartwarming moments in Friends, sitcoms have been there for us through the decades, bringing us laughter, love, and life lessons.
You know, I don't know about you, Coach, but I hope that either all of us or none of us are judged by the actions of our weakest moments, but rather by the strength we show when and if we're ever given a second chance.
What's your favorite sitcom? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into pop culture. Thanks for watching, and remember, whether you're a fan of classic sitcoms or the latest hits, the magic of television comedy will always be with us. Come back and see us again real soon, here at All Things Pop.